Hey crew, Mark Hatmaker here. We're talking about a couple of things that are going to be on, well, one thing right here. It's going to be on ESP Raw 206. Not going to be, it is on Raw 206. Well, one of the things, we're working 15 submissions off the mat from what we're calling the exposer right position. We've got that. We got some rough and tumble stuff, lots of things working off with this. It's got double chopping and ear ripping to knees, to rabbit chops, rabbit elbows. That's the vicious side of thing. And we start our long sojourn into the world of Bowie knife and trade knife. There's the distinction there is not, we're not talking, the distinction is not a subtle difference. It's a big difference about how you'll think about some of the things and explain some of the tactics that we would go, that's unusual. Why would you do it that way? And we really start kind of get into why some things were done a particular way. It has to do with some of the imperfections of some tradecraft blades, and also just the dilemmas of the technology, and then the Bowie side of it, gets our true edge work going. The other thing we'll be adding in all the way down the line, as we've kind of alluded to in a recent long clip, I think it's a 7-minute clip where we're talking about our kind of a street defense corner. Not just street defense, it's still coming from the world of rough and tumble, but we're really getting nitpicky as can be with some stuff. And in a recent clip, we went in the 7-minute clip, we talked about that rear bear hug, that rear body lock underneath the arms, where we talked about getting fat, getting out of the pool, smashing the smile. And we started working with one idea, which we used with the bottle opener, which was getting into a baby snapper territory, which is working against fingers. I can't say enough, these aren't the be-all, end-all of the releases, meaning these aren't the end of it. This is that first frame that leads in. Often whenever you see old school things that turn into an old school a turkey wing, chicken wing, a twisting hammer lock, even a beautiful kickover double wrist lock. Some of these things can look like show holds because some variations of them are. But if it's what you do below the wrist that changes it from being a show hold and actually being a real hold or a ripping hold. You're tired of stretching the rube out anymore. So what we're going to get ready to show here is just called a splitter. It's off of a bottle opener. You go, what's the bottle opener? We already gave it away for free on one of our prior clips, the 7-minute one I'm talking about. You take a look at the mechanics of that bottle opener. We throw the splitter on top of it. And again, we're not stopping here. This isn't the tap. We've ended the confrontation. This is actually the beginning of so much mayhem. And if anything we're doing here, you're going to, what am I missing here? Look at that previous stuff, and we know there's stuff's going on in front of this motion, and there'll be things happening after. Hey, Sweet's going to bring in here, please. We've got this rear body lock. I'm going to have her hook up with that, her right hand on top of my right wrist. We're going to move this actually forward the camera. She's gotten fat, gotten out of the pool, done everything she can. She throws that bottle opener on top. Notice when she does it, that thumb is on top of my wrist. She's using that ring finger, index finger to get inside the barrel of that fist. And we know that at the same time she is levering up on that, she's pushing down on that right hand, and that splits these 1 to 2 fingers off, and it rips them up. Okay, that's not a splitter yet. That's just a bottle opener release. We're not done there. She wouldn't stop there. She's using this to lead into all these other beautiful tools we talked about. It might even be moving back into some standard standing switch work, some power crawfish or whatever. We're talking in the street standpoint. What we're doing below the wrist is what prompts some of these bigger, pure wrestling moves, all right? So we're trying to go, we're doing the stuff that, ribbon below the wrist and some of the meaner things is what kind of gives you either the street version or like you get the fat out of the fire and get back into play. Now the splitter builds off that bottle opener. The bottle opener's not been enough. She puts that thumb on top, she splits fingers up. Uh-oh, I'm still here. She slides that hand up and grips those fingers she'd already hooked up. We see that. Then she sticks her fingers back in the barrel of that, and boom, she Mr. Spock's me all the way down to the radius and all the bumps, so everything splits apart. So to be clear on that, go ahead and get out of here, Chan. Thank you very much. Whenever we do this bottle opener, here, this hand slides to the fingers, this hand takes on the next fingers, and we're not doing this nice little subtle thing. Just like everything in your wrestling and boxing, it's got a snap to it. So it's going to be bottle opener and split down the line, splitting everything apart. Now, there's things that come after that. Actually, there's a very small subtle thing that comes after that will really help out your twisting hammer locks, turkey wings, and chicken wings. We won't give that away here. That's on Raw 206, but look at that prior clip of about fat getting out of the pole, smashing the smile, all the details in the bottle opener, add the splitter on top, and we're starting to cook with gas.